fucking bounce it.
Hey guys, it's Ashley of Ashley87 Gaming. Welcome to my brand new Crystal Palace career mode. If you do enjoy the video, please remember to drop a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you'd like to check out any social media links, they'll be down in the description below. So anyways guys, we are doing a Crystal Palace career mode. I chose it because it was more of a difficult team to use rather than the standard teams. So we're going to go ahead and move on into the episode, as you can see, and we're going to move straight on into our objectives from our board. And as you can see, we have a League Cup objective of finishing in the last 16, and we've also got a league objective of finishing mid-table. So we're going to go ahead and try and improve the squad. So we went in to have a look at what players we had available to us in the squad. As you can see, I've listed up a bunch of players that I'm not going to be using and trying to get some money in to bring in new signings, but we also listed up a bunch of players for loan just to get them some experience and see how they develop. But we move on into the shortlist, and we've listed a bunch of players that we potentially want to bring into the club, and hopefully we can do that. So we went out and looked at our inquiries and put out some bids on some players. The first player we attempted to sign was Tony Vilhena from Feyenoord, and we're also going to be looking to try and bring in Simon Scuffet from Udinese. We're going to try and make an offer getting rid of our current first choice goalkeeper, which is Julian Speroni, and hopefully they will take an exchange in that deal. And also we're going to try and bring in Thomas Callas in the centre back position from Chelsea, who is a very good player with great potential and has a cheap deal. So we went out and put some more inquiries out, and as you can see, there's also a bid on Tony Vilhena from also Malaga, so it looks like we're going to be struggling to get him, but we put in a higher offer to try and match what they do. And also we look at some more players, and one of the players that we have trying to bring in is a striker from Bursaspor who is called Unsal, who actually has signed for Man City in real life and has very good potential, and hopefully we can pick a decent deal up. We're going to offer them Shamak to try and get rid of Shamak, because he's not someone that I see us having long term, because he is 30 years old. But we move on anyway, and we are going to go ahead and try and bring in some more players. And as you can see, we did get our offer accepted for Callas, so we're going to go ahead and offer him an important first team role and give him a 5-year contract, and hopefully we can secure that. Udinese came back and said that the offer wasn't acceptable, so we decided to raise up to 5 million along with Speroni, and hopefully we can progress that deal. We do come back and see that our offer for Vilhena has been rejected from Feyenoord, as they have accepted another offer from somebody else. So we're going to move on, and we do have our offer accepted for Unsal from Bursaspor, so we are going to go ahead and offer him a contract. As you can see, there's more players in for Vilhena, but that doesn't really bother us anymore. So we go ahead and make our deal for Unsal, and hopefully we can bring him in as a rotational player along with Dwight Gale up front. So we're going to move on anyway and continue our progress in the calendar. And as you can see, we get another offer, message from our agent about international management, but we're not interested in that. But Callas has signed for the club, so we're going to bring him in as our first major signing, and he will slot in nicely in that back line. And as you can see, we do move on, and we get a transfer offer for Jack Hunt, who is a right back who we're not really going to be using, as he is 23 years old and only 67 rated and isn't anywhere near our first team. But as you can see, Unsal has accepted, so we're going to also bring him into the team. And also we got the deal from Udinese for Scuffet, so we're going to offer him a contract. We're going to offer him £7,000 a week and a crucial first team player, as he will be our new first choice goalkeeper. But we're going to progress through the series even further, and as we get into, we see that we have another transfer offer here for Ryan Innes, who is going to be heading out on loan for a season in town. Hopefully he can progress. If he doesn't, then we will just offload him in the next summer transfer window. But we're going to move on again, and we're getting some more news, and we are going to move on towards our first game. And as you can see, Simon Scuffet has accepted, but we do not have enough money to complete the deal at the moment, so we're going to go ahead into our transfer finances, and we are going to adjust the budget to allow us to complete the deal, because he is on a lower wage than the keeper that is leaving, being Julian Speroni. So we're going to go ahead and accept the deal and bring him in, which means that unless we sell some players, all our transfer business is going to be done. But we do get a transfer offer for Adrian Mariappa, which we are going to counter, because we want a little bit more money for him, and he's not someone we want to let go too cheaply. But we do end up getting another offer back, which is slightly more, which we do end up accepting to get him out of the club to allow us some more funds into the club. And we're going to continue to progress through the calendar, heading on towards our first game. And again, we're going to go ahead and adjust our wage budget because we want to bring in one more central midfielder, so that's what we've done. The man that I targeted for that position was going to be Marco van Ginkel, so we're going to go ahead and make an offer to AC Milan, trying to get offload Lee Chong-yong and offer them some decent money for Van Ginkel and hoping to secure a signature. But as we come back in, we see it get another transfer offer, this time a loan for Hiram Boateng from Crewe, which we're going to accept and send him out for the season. And then we do come back in and we see that Van Ginkel's also had an offer from Liverpool, so we do not expect to get him, and we do get the offer rejected. So we're going to move on and we're going to make some more inquiries, and one of the players that we inquired about was Nathan Redmond as a rotational right midfielder, but someone who can play all over the pitch as well, and someone who has very, very good potential. So we're going to go ahead and make them an offer of Lee Chong-yong and some money to hopefully secure his signature, because we're running low on funds and hopefully we can do that deal. But that's going to bring an end before our first pre-season game, so we're going to move on into our first game against Roma. He's going to see some debuts for Yunsol, also Callas and Scuffet, so hopefully they can impress me in their first games for the club and we can get a decent result. But the first bit of action sees us get a chance to break through. Yunsol picks the ball up, has a shot saved by the keeper, and the ball falls back. We have a shot from the edge of the area which is deflected out for a corner. Then my opponent gets an opportunity down in the wide area. Gervinho with some nice work. He is going to swing the ball in. It's eventually going to find Doumbia. It's going to fall back to Strootman. Strootman's going to hit the post and we are eventually going to clear. And that brought it to half time where we did make some substitutions. We decided to take off Puncheon and bring on Jordan Much. We also decided that we were going to bring on Joe Ledley and take off Arthur. And our final substitution, we decided that we would swap our striker out. Unisol had a nice run out and we're going to bring on Gale for the second half. So we're going to move on into the game, and my opponent gets a nice opportunity, some nice work, some nice build-up play in the wide area. He is eventually going to work the ball inside, some nice work. Will eventually find the ball in the area and a header deflects off the post and we do manage to clear it away. And later on in the match we do get a counter attack where some nice work by Gale finds Much is going to pick up the ball in acres of space and he is eventually going to round the keeper, but all he can do is hit the post, which was the best opportunity of the game for us, and the game did finish 0-0. Our most impressive player in that game was Thomas Callas, who was absolutely outstanding at the back and gives me confidence moving forward. So we're going to do some more action and take it up to the next game, which is going to be against Borussia Mönchengladbach. As you can see, we get another offer. Keshi Anderson is loaned out to Nottingham Forest, so that frees up some more wage budget. So we're also going to go ahead and put out another inquiry on Hughes, which they want £8 million. So unless someone else goes out, he will not be coming to the club. We just cannot afford to bring him in. But we're going to move on anyway and look to progress. And as we get forward towards the next game, we get another transfer offer, this time Yaya Sanogo, who we're not interested in having in the club, so we're going to sell him on for £6,000, and we come in again and we got another offer, this time for Joe Ward, who I'm not really too fussed about selling, so I'm going to put a high offer in and ask for 5.5 million from Atalanta, and if they accept it then we will bring someone else in to replace him. Norwich do accept our offer, so we're going to go ahead and offer a contract to Nathan Redmond and hopefully bring him in as a nice player in the squad. We move on, we get another message, this time Atalanta have accepted the 5.5 figure that I asked for, so we're going to look to replace someone. Also we get an offer for Glenn Murray, which we accept from Leicester City. It's going to be the last action of this episode. Next episode will be taken on Borussia Mönchengladbach, but until next time, my name is Ashley, thanks for watching and goodbye.